Attacks continue across the Middle East. I'm Kathleen Maloney, Fox News. Fox's Trey Yingst is in Tel Aviv with the latest.
We saw these missiles in the distance being intercepted. You could hear the explosions, an indication that Iran has launched yet another barrage at Israel. The first barrage in 6 hours. And then just shortly after that, we could see some black smoke rising from the horizon, an indication there was either a direct impact or a shrapnel or debris fall. It comes as we're getting some new images out of Tehran, where overnight the Israelis launched a series of airstrikes targeting 4 separate oil facilities. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says this type of fire will continue. They are going to go after the Iranian regime very hard in the days ahead.
2 Israeli soldiers were killed by Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. Meanwhile, President Trump said U.S. strikes on Iran won't end until the country completely surrenders. But Iran's president pledges Iran won't bow easily. American bombers have arrived at British air bases where they could be deployed for more strikes against Iran. Fox's Brian Yennis is in London.
American B-1B Lancers landed at the Air Force base in Fairford, the UK air base, on Friday. And this, as the HMS Prince of Wales, one of 2 British aircraft carriers, has reportedly now been placed on advanced readiness to leave port in the next 5 days to head to the Middle East. President Trump, though, who's criticized the UK for being uncooperative, says, quote, "That's okay, Prime Minister Starmer. We don't need them any longer, but we will remember. We don't need people that join wars after we've already won." Prime Minister Starmer insists the UK will not join the U.S. in attacking Iran.
The UK initially blocked the U.S. from using its bases in the war on Iran. America is listening to Fox News.
History isn't just in textbooks. It's the story of us, the United States. 2026 marks 250 years of America. And throughout the year, Bill Hemmer takes listeners on a journey through the 250 most impactful moments in American history. From the spark of revolution to the battles for freedom, the ideas, inventions, and decisions that changed the world. The 250 most impactful moments in American history podcast. Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, everyone. It's Candace Cameron Bure.
Hey, everyone. It's Phil Sims.
It's Dolores Catania.
Hey, everyone. I'm Kix Brooks.
It's Candace Bushnell.
I'm Rob Paulson.
I'm Ryan Serhant.
Hey, everyone. I'm Nicole Palizzi.
Hey, everybody. It's Kevin Nealon.
What's up, guys? It's Nia Sue, and it's time to take the quiz.
5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Indiana is starting to feel like spring. It's 42 degrees and sunny in the Circle City. I'm Renuka Bajpai. Here's what's trending at 11:03. While Monday and Tuesday will be warm, a cold front will move in right behind a round of midweek storms.
After Wednesday's storms move through, there is going to be a pretty strong cold front attached with that. So we're looking at a temperature drop of around 25 degrees as far as highs from each day. So Thursday's highs are going to be in the mid-40s, which is going to feel cold.
Aaron Updike at National Weather Service in Indianapolis. Scammers are getting more sophisticated with how they target people in Indiana. Jake McDaniel has the details.
Indiana is a top target for spam callers, but now they're using fake numbers and even voice cloning tech to look like the real deal. Avon police say a caller would claim you have missed jury duty and had a warrant out for your arrest. They added that scammers would clear it if you pay tons of money over the phone. That's what happened to a woman from Hendricks County recently. Police say if you get a call like that, just hang up. Real court notices only come through the mail. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Yesterday, the Indianapolis Colts have agreed to trade Zaire Franklin to the Green Bay Packers in exchange for defensive lineman Colby Woodman.
In this league, I've learned to expect the unexpected. A lot of guys that we've been here with, we're all judged by wins and losses and getting into the playoffs, and we haven't done that.
Franklin looking back on 2025 season. WIBC News Time 11:04. Here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine for today. High temperature still above average, near 60 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear skies, low temperatures in the low to mid 40s. On Wish TV, Storm Track 8 meteorologist Ryan Morse for 93 WIBC.
I'm Renuka Bachpai, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Get the Dugan Air Premium Service Tune-Up for just $57. The Dugan Air experts won't just inspect, they will fine-tune your furnace to perfection with a detailed 27-point safety check. Plus, Dugan Air's no breakdown guarantee means you'll bask in comfort all winter long without worry. In Johnson County and South Central Indiana, experience the Dugan difference. Dugan Air is your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless Pro dealer. Go DuganAir.com.
Premium service, no shenanigans.
Get rid of your old and unused electronics at Technology Recyclers Community Recycling Event, Saturday, March 14th, 9 to noon at Hinkle Fieldhouse.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
AdventNose.com.
Hit it.
Sunday morning boogie woogie.
There you go. Hi, everybody. Good morning to you and welcome. This is, you are my first day friends. And you're all here, and I'm glad. This is the first day show. I'm Terri Stacy. That's Denny Smith.
Don't forget Kylan in the aquarium.
Is it 11 a.m.? Are we sure about that?
11:06.
Wow.
11:06.
Does anybody want to go back to bed and take a nap?
Denny's been saying it. I bet he said it 10 times already, and I've seen him for 40 minutes.
He's been yawning like crazy, but that changes now.
Even the dog looked at me funny.
Right.
Dad, you're you're an hour
You're
early.
early.
Leave me alone.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It really affects the animals. I wonder how it affects farmers because that have livestock, that cows are used to being milked at a certain time.
Yeah.
I wonder if everything, some cows are like on automatic pilot, right? They know how to get to the milking
Well,
machines.
they tell us that Benjamin Franklin started this for the plumbers.
Yeah.
Or for the plumbers, for the
For the
farmers.
plumbers.
I'm sorry.
But that's
for
a
the
myth.
farmers. That's a myth?
I'm told that is really a myth. This was about saving energy of some sort.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe
Because
daylight.
farmers are tired of taking it.
Oh.
They're like, that was never about us.
Well,
It's about energy.
I've already had enough, and what are we, 8 hours, 11 hours into this?
Yeah. Okay, so that's the time. I know you all may be just a little groggy like Denny, maybe a little foggy. If anything breaks news-wise, we will certainly break in and let you know. I've decided that I want... Well, no, I'm not going to go there because it's political. I'm not. I'm. You know what's been helping me? To write it down like I am going to talk about it.
Really?
Uh-huh. And then I get it out, and then I don't. Then I'm like,
know,
nah, this is not a political show, and we don't want to get into it.
Have you ever been angry at somebody and you write them an email? The whole idea is to write the email because
Yeah.
you're at the maximum level of pistivity.
Right.
Write the email, but then don't send it. Destroy it. Or
That's
put
right.
It, but so you're doing yourself a favor
I'm doing it by doing. I think that's it because I get it out when I'm thinking about it, and then the next morning when I come in, I'm like, nah. It's a new day. The sun is shining. It's 42 degrees. Spring is on the horizon, and
Now you're getting
I just want to
positive.
send all. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. Here's the thing: we are going to break a little early because we've got a really cool guest, Denny and Kylan. I think both of you are going to love this. And again, we kind of just want to start your week off with some kind of good stuff because otherwise, do you want to talk about all the other stuff right now? Do you want to spin the wheel of doom
We
and
have
gloom?
already talked enough about it. Save me.
Holy
please.
cow. I will say this. The threats aboard that Southwest plane yesterday, did you hear about that?
I did
Leaving from
not.
Nashville to Florida. And there's all kinds of social media. You see it from people, everybody taking their phones. All of a sudden, they're shouting on the plane, hands up, heads down. Hands up, heads down. And they're just saying this over and over and over again. And all the passengers' hands are up, their heads are down. And they had apparently received some threats, and they were diverting back. They were not going to go to Florida. So everybody landed, and then the gunmen, the armed officers get on the plane, and everybody's still heads down, hands up, heads down, and then they grab one guy and grab him off the plane and
Wouldn't that scare the snot out of you?
You think about that for a minute, how terrifying that would be. And, again, the times are a little, scary
your mind's
right now.
going nuts.
Exactly, because of what's going on in our world. You immediately think this is it. For me personally, because I am sometimes filled with doom and gloom, and it's always, this is it.
You finally admitted it. Is this a therapy session for Terri Stacy?
No.
Golly.
It's not. But I know there's a lot to think about, right? I mean, war, gas prices, electric bills through the roof, potholes, all this data centers, all the stuff. But we're going to kind of keep it light, and we're going to be talking about something pretty cool. It's the American Discovery Trail Society inviting all of us to celebrate the outdoors and 250 years of our history with the American Discovery 250 Relay.
That's pretty cool.
And we're going to do it.
That is coast to coast, Terri.
Coast to coast, and we're going to talk about it with somebody knows all that you need to know, with details coming up next, right here on the first day, 93 WIBC.
It's the last stop before the dance, and nothing's guaranteed.
We're going to continue to try to be as good as you can every night.
The tournament doesn't hand out invitations. It makes you earn them.
Picks it back up, drives it, throws it up, and got it.
When the Hoosiers land on Selection Sunday, is decided right here.
That is huge for Indiana. Long three in the way. Yes, the Hoosiers.
The road to Indianapolis runs through 93 WIBC.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in no time with same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi, it would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial cable.
I thought it was just stress. But then it felt like I was stuck in a state of panic, obsessed with worry that something bad would happen if I didn't complete endless rituals. I couldn't solve this on my own. So I made the call. I found a doctor who diagnosed me with OCD. Now I'm able to live more in the present.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
We had downsized. In that downsizing, my husband lost his man cave.
Everyone is talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Deb.
My husband and I were at the home show and saw all these vendors with garage floor coatings. The one that stayed with us was Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy.
I'm the only one home, and so it's nice when well-dressed, clean-cut, respectful crew show up. That's what Galaxy sent.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
Warranties are real important for us, and to know that should there be an issue, Galaxy was standing behind us. That's pretty much what tipped us over to go with Galaxy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We are so proud to open our garage store.
We're out of this world.
I never considered myself to be a heavy drinker. At first, I only drank with friends, then to get through the day. I hit rock bottom when I realized I was choosing alcohol over my family. That's when I made the call. With my doctor's help, I was diagnosed with alcohol use disorder. Now, I'm getting to the root of my addiction and finding better ways to cope.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
When we're together, life is great. So if the sun don't shine today, you know I'll be on my way.
11:14, and we've got 42 degrees and bright sunny skies in downtown Indianapolis. I'm Terry. Denny is here. Kylan also. And this is the first day. I want you to know about this because this is fun. The American Discovery Trail Society is organizing an extraordinary cross-country journey celebrating adventure, connection, and America's trail systems. And this adventure is called the American Discovery 250 Relay. It's from California to Delaware, and Indiana is definitely on this route, so you can be a part of it too. And here to talk about it is Mitch Barloga, Executive Director of the American Discovery Trail Society, and really the visionary behind this ambitious relay. Mitch, thanks for joining us on a Sunday. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me.
You betcha. Okay, so let's start with the American Discovery Trail. Why is it such a unique route across the United States, and what is the trail?
The trail itself is the first cross-country trail that was designated in the United States, and people consider trails in this country something off-road and in the wilderness. This actually takes on those routes, but also goes on roadways throughout the country as well that are, lightly used as you'd expect. So, yeah, it's been designated. We have signage throughout the country, and at this time, we're hoping to get more people aware of what we're trying to accomplish.
I love it. Denny?
Mitch, this is Denny Smith. I started laughing because the first time I saw the advertisement for the ADT 250, I thought it was the alarm company and it was some race. and I'm thinking, well, this is new on the circuit.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
This is new on the circuit. All right, so tell us the route itself. The 4th of July and Thanksgiving are the quintessential American holidays, and you're planning on crossing the Golden Gate Bridge on the 4th of July?
Wow.
Yes, that's the starting point. It's really close to Point Reyes in California, which is just north of that area in Sausalito. And, yeah, we expect to be coming over the bridge on the 4th and take it from there.
Kylan?
This is obviously a cross-country effort, but you are based in Indiana trying to put it all together through the Crossroads of America. Talk about that experience and getting everybody through Indiana.
Well, Indiana has two routes, and what you have to understand about the American Discovery Trail, it splits off in Denver and comes back together in Cincinnati as a northern and southern route. Just in case you get bored, you can take either one of them. And again, when you combine all of it together, it's about 6,800 miles. Indiana is one of the few states where the route comes through twice in a northern and southern area. So you have over 500 plus miles there, about 240 miles to the north, and then 360 miles in the south.
I can't believe how cool this is that we get two routes here in the state of Indiana. Okay, so explain how this relay really works. Once we get signed up, and I know you've already got people signed up for this, a lot of them, but how can we participate?
Yeah, it's very simple. You simply kind of let us know via the website that, hey, I want to be part of this. And then you kind of let us know what you want to do in the sense of getting through the state. Do you want to walk? Do you want to run? Do you want to, take your bicycle? Do you want to gallop? We have a very robust equestrian groups throughout the country that are very excited to be part of this, especially as you'd imagine in the western states where there's a lot of room to work with. So we're very happy about the literal horsepower out there.
Cool.
And we're also taking, people who are disabled in wheelchairs. That's also a non-motorized means that we're trying to accommodate.
Cool. Denny?
Hey, Mitch, relays always have batons. Now, are you rascals? Are you going to have batons for everybody?
Ooh, that would be cool. Red, white, and blue baton.
Well, yeah, that is kind of the thing when it's a relay. The baton is the focus. And it's amazing, the internet being that it's undefeated. There are so many baton companies for us to work with. I had no idea. So we are going to have a specially made baton with the actual Declaration of Independence, on it, actually imprinted on the baton. And we're hoping to put a copy of the Declaration in the baton so people can take the actual document.
I love that. What a great gift for young kids and even old kids like me. That's a great idea.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Doesn't matter what age you are. If you love America, there you go.
Kylan?
It can surely be intimidating to sign up and get involved in this huge thing, and maybe it's a lot of commitment, but what if you just want to be involved on a community level? Is there any way we can cheer on people going through the relay or anything like that?
Absolutely. And that's a great question because one of the big focuses is getting to our communities, letting them know we're coming through. As you'd imagine, we've had more than a few. We have over 100 communities that have gotten back to us on this. And As you'd imagine, the smaller ones. The bigger ones, we go through Denver and Kansas City. We go through, Cincinnati, and it's like those. They might have other things going on. So, but it's kind of the smaller to mid-range communities that have gotten really excited. And yes, we're trying to work with each of them on an event of some kind. People that know we're coming, they can applaud us, they can throw confetti at us, what have you. We don't know. Proclamations can be made. Again, we're kind of leaving it open for the communities to be creative because we have over 300 of them that we're going to run through. Wow. And we can't organize all of that. So there's a lot of cooperation needed and a lot of people out there also cheering and so forth.
Joining us is Mitch Barloga, Executive Director of the American Discovery Trail Society. And you really were the one of, I don't know if you were the one or one of them, the visionary behind this ambitious relay. Is that true? What were you thinking when you decided about this?
Are you crazy?
It's America's 250th birthday. What a great idea. How did you do it?
Oh, it's a fun story because, all the greatest ideas come out of bars, right? So
That's right.
I was sitting there with another member of the society late at night, and we're like, you remember that Hands Across America deal? And it was like, yeah, how many people do you think we're going to need for that? Like about 8 million. I'm like, okay, that's a bit much. Let's think about, hey, how about a relay? And the relay just kind of said, hey, that makes sense. We should make this happen. We were really looking for something to connect to of course, the 250th birthday. It's our big shot at this. And we're also 35 years old. We were designated in 1991 for that matter. And it was like, we really need something to let people know we're here. So many people don't. And when they hear about the trail, they hear about the idea that you can walk cross country and experience all these amazing events and places throughout the country, they just get really excited. So that's another reason. Visibility is a big thing, but of course celebrating our country.
So cool. If you want to see the route and learn more how to contact them and to be a part of this, go to discoverytrail.org. Denny.
Well, I think it's interesting that I didn't see any parades, celebrations, festivals, or fundraisers. This is just a genuine, I'm going to call it grassroots, of just celebrating America and being a part of a nation that's just, we're all one. I really like how you've done this, buddy.
I know. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, we're not sponsored by any major corporations as much as we'd love to have them help. No, we don't have them on board yet, but we're hoping to have that energy. But you're absolutely right. This is a free-to-participate event. Of course, we encourage donations for what we're trying to accomplish. But, yeah, we are trying to bring this country together in a very divisive time. And Unite Our Land is another one of our themes going through this entire event. So thank you for picking that up.
That's cool.
You're bringing unity through this relay this year, but the American Discovery Trail is all the time. It's 6,800 miles between the Atlantic and Pacific. Talk about the foundation and creation of the American Discovery Trail as a whole.
Yeah, that happened back in the 80s. There was some long-distance hikes that took place. In fact, there was one just kind of like what we're doing here with a hike across America in the early 80s. The American Hiking Society is behind all this, and a gentleman by Reese Lukiai still with us, and he helped put together the route. Just had this vision of, let's connect this route across the country, and it just kind of developed organically like that. And, we're all volunteer. There's no pay. We do now have a paid executive director, but that's only within the last year. And we, of course, had to hire someone to help out with this event as well. But it's been a volunteer-led group for years. We have 15 states we go through, including Washington, D.C. We have to have coordinators in each state to make sure that whoever comes through, usually they come in through hiking, some biking, but mostly hiking, and we make sure that they're accommodated. They have places to camp, places to eat, and so forth. And so we're hoping that with this event we can get some more meat on the bone here when it comes to getting people aware of it and giving people that, and people do have that wanderlust in them, and we want to accommodate that desire here.
I think it's fun. People are, if they're not at the moment, they will be thinking a lot about how they're going to celebrate the birthday. It's going to be it's going to be amazing from coast to coast, I'm sure. And this is just one of those cool ways to be connected in some sort of way and be part of history in being a part of the American Discovery 250 relay. And I don't know when it will see. My confusion is still how this will look and how it will happen. And when will they get to Indiana? We don't all start at the same time, right? We couldn't.
Well, we're trying. I mean, we're going to be, again, it's going to take some, as you would imagine, some real interesting calibration as we're going through this because, people decide to bike. Obviously, that's going to be quicker than walking.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how fast people go on horseback, but that'll be fun to figure out. And again, we're going to have to just make sure that we're all coming together. When we would love to have an event in Denver where we split the baton and people go north and south, and then they come back together near Cincinnati and bring it together to finish the route. All those things are trying to come to mind. But as you imagine, it's kind of rolling celebration. We're going to be doing this for the back half of the year.
Yeah.
And we're expecting that, when it starts, people will be like, hey, what's going on here? And it just keeps rumbling, it keeps building more. By the time we get to Indiana, it's going to be great. I mean, people are going to
I agree.
think about it. Hopefully, they're going to be hundreds of people along the route cheering the relayers. I mean, we can only wish.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of when the Olympic torch came through here.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that same kind of feeling of America, USA. And so I know you may need volunteers once that time comes, perhaps here in the state. And again, we can go to the website, discoverytrail.org, to learn more about that. Mitch, anything else you want listeners to know about the American Discovery 250 Relay?
Well, the relay, and I say this audaciously, it would be, once accomplished, the longest relay in world history when it's finished. Non-motorized continuous. I have to always put an asterisk on it because, you do have these Olympic torch relays, but they involve planes and trains and other types of things. This is going to be a continuous relay, and there's running relays that kind of go for thousands of kilometers, but we're at 11,000 kilometers. 6,800 miles. So that kind of dwarfs those efforts as well. So again, you're part of something huge, and we're hoping to have Guinness there, the beer, and the company that certifies the world records to make sure that that's all in line. But all that said, again, we really encourage people to be part of it and to really come and share your love for our country.
Kylan has one more question for you, Mitch.
We're talking about the American Discovery 250 Relay, but you also do a lot of work truly just here in Indiana. You're the president of Greenways Foundation, and I don't want that to be missed. Can you talk about the Greenways Foundation and maybe even some events that people can get involved with coming up here soon?
Oh, that is so nice of you. Thank you. Yes, I do wear quite a few hats, and the Greenways Foundation is definitely one of them. I've been with the group for about, I think 15 years, but it's a statewide nonprofit that is kind of an umbrella organization to other advocacy trail groups in the state. We work directly with state legislators. We're just trying to identify new funding to get trails expanded throughout the state. They have been proven to be wildly popular. And just like this relay, we accommodate pretty much all trail users from equine to bike, hike, and canoe for that matter. And we do provide grants, and so we're able to help out in that regard. And yes, thank you. We do have an event. We do an event every year at the Heirloom in Indianapolis. This is April 10th, which is a Friday. It's called Trail Celebration, and people are encouraged to help us out with this, and it's our main fundraiser. And it's greenwaysfoundation.org. greenwaysfoundation.org is our main website to learn about that, and of course just to learn about the Greenways Foundation in general.
Celebrate America's 250th with the American Discovery Trail. The American Discovery 250 Relay kicks off on the 4th of July from sea to shining sea. They're coming right through Indiana in two different directions, and we can't wait to be a part of it. It really is just to think about how cool that's going to be, and I love the idea. Mitch Barloga, thank you so much for sharing time with us. We'll stay in touch as we get closer and see what else we can talk about.
Hey, this has been great. Thanks so much for bringing us on.
Thank you very much. DiscoveryTrail.org. Be a part of this one. We've got today's top stories for you coming up next right here on 93 WIBC.
Hey, what's going on? It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel show. And I'm not going to lie to you. I needed help. I got a bald spot in the back of my head, and it's embarrassing. I see it when I'm on television. I see it when I'm on the YouTube channel. So I decided to reach out for help. And my friends at We Grow Hair Indie decided to help me out here. These guys are the absolute best. I was a little leery about it. I could not have a procedure that, one, hurt, or two, left me looking like I'd been scalped. But after I talked with Darren and the entire team at We Grow Hair Indie, they told me their state-of-the-art technology, the progress made in hair growth, it's going to be okay. If I can do this, you guys can do this. Contact the team at We Grow Hair Indy, 317-522-2995. That's 522-2995. Get that free evaluation. It's free. You can also go online to WeGrowHairIndy.com. Contact them today and do this with me. WeGrowHairIndy.com.
This is Chuck Lofton, here to talk to you about my friends at Exercise Inc. Exercise Inc. is the 20-minute, once-a-week workout program that will change your life. My wife Mary and I have been clients for 6 years. The program has worked well with my busy schedule. I was getting cardio, but I started the program because I understood the importance of strength training to overall health. It's helped me with managing my blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. The biggest help? My sluggish feeling was replaced with much-needed energy. It's designed to help clients get stronger in a shorter period of time. The studios are private, just you and your coach working to reach your goals. Exercise Inc. has 5 locations: Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now Fishers. So take it from me, Chuck Lofton. Improve the forecast for your health. Go to exerciseinc.com today to request a free consultation.
High five! Up top! Dave's company just got the 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Yeah! It's 5 years of gig speed internet, advanced security, and a great rate that won't change. All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Heck yeah!
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Yes!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
For a limited time, now through March 29th, switch to Comcast Business to lock in your rate for 5 years and get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Or ask how to get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $74 a month with a 2-year agreement. Call today. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. Paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account required. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace too strict.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefit.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here. Nothing shocks Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. That's why anytime I need electrical help, they're the only ones I call. From flickering lights and trip breakers to panel upgrades and new outlets, Hope's electricians are ready to light up your home safely and reliably. So when things go dark, don't push your luck. Call Hope Plumbing and Heating at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE. Hope Plumbing.
Fox News, I'm Roger Stern. Week 2 in the war with Iran, and Israel took out oil facilities in that nation.
People on the ground in the Iranian capital describing it as raining oil as these droplets that were taken into the sky started to rain down on the city below. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says these strikes will continue.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. Iran responded firing missiles at Israel. President Trump demanding Iran's unconditional surrender. At least 8 people have died in tornadoes in Michigan and Oklahoma. Fox Weather's Robert Ray in Tulsa.
Emergency management has been on the ground trying to give hope and also peace to those that have lost everything.
Several counties are under a state of emergency. America is listening to Fox News.
This is the best day of my life. So fly, I'm higher than a kite.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon.
Hello. I thought you were waiting for somebody to say hello back.
Oh, listen, I just want to mention before we get into some of this stuff, we've got another young lady that's missing, Penelope McGowan, last seen near Moon Road after being dropped off in her neighborhood. 17 years old. Plainfield police asking for our help to locate this beautiful young lady. Last seen leaving school with her older sister. I'm hoping that you've heard this story by now. Who told investigators she dropped Penelope off in a neighborhood where the teen lives with her dad. But Penelope had not made contact with family or friends since that time. She was, let's see, where is it? Moon Road, just south of US 40, before her cell phone was believed to have been turned off. 5'4", 130 pounds, red hair, hazel eyes. She was wearing, last time they saw her, white shirt, blue pants, and a black jacket with a fur-lined hood and carrying a backpack.
Terry, I woke up to this. This is the same age as my grandkids.
Yeah.
And it makes me sick because on the one hand, you want them to feel confident and independent and stuff. But at some point, you got to say, look, kids, girl, you're beautiful. There are bad people out here. Take care of yourself. Stay in touch with us. And it's probably not her fault in any way, but just scares the devil out of me.
I know it does. And it should.
Yeah.
If you know anything, you know what to do. Call 911 immediately and let them know you know something, anything you might know. But again, went missing. I wish I had. I don't know the date. Was it just? It must have been just recently.
I think it was within the last 48 hours, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. Keep thinking about that too, and prayers with that for that family. That is must just be so frantic, scared, so scared. All right. It is 11:36. I know you're groggy. Everybody's a little groggy today with the time change. 11:06. We've got a beautiful day. It's 43 degrees now. Sunny skies. A few puffy clouds out there. I'm Terri Stacy. Denny Smith is here along with Kylan Talley. Are you celebrating a birthday today?
I'm not celebrating a birthday. My mom's was 96 was on Friday, but there's lots of people having birthdays. Kelly Hyatt right here in the Radio 1 building.
Oh, happy birthday, Kelly.
And Ed Hawkins over in Speedway's 92.
Happy birthday,
My old
Ed.
plumber, Danny McLaughlin, 63. Danny Nix from the Dan Nix Band.
Oh, sure.
Remember Dan Nix?
I do.
Yeah, and even Kelsey Carlisle, one of the great dog trainers in Central Indiana.
Lots of birthdays
How
today.
about you? You got some?
Well, I do want to mention this because I think you'll find this. This is one of those things you'll hear and you'll be like, oh, no way. But there are songs that are celebrating their 50th birthday today. Not just necessarily today, but this year in 2026. 50 years ago, here are some of the songs that you heard
That's
celebrating.
1976 era?
Thank you
Yeah.
for reminding me.
Well,
But yeah, I remember these so well, and I can't believe 50 years ago, these were the songs you were listening to. Kylan?
Rock songs turning 50 years old in 2026.
Carry on my wayward son.
No way.
Even Kylan knows this one. Here we go. Boston. Wait, is that Boston?
That was Journey. Yeah. Oh, is it Boston or Journey?
Boston.
Boston.
Okay.
There you go. 50 years ago.
That's Fleetwood Mac, right?
50 years old.
Are you looking at this girl dancing in the booth over here?
I know it. It's because you can't. Kylan, do you know that one? Oh, wait a minute.
The TNT?
Oh, love this song.
Of course. These are timeless songs. There's
Got it,
no
girl.
way. Thinking that they're 50 years old. Don't get it.
Wait, what's this one? No, I don't like this song.
I don't know this one either.
What do you mean you don't like this
Don't
song?
like this one. Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay, how about this one?
Okay. Hotel
That's the
California.
Eagles.
Eagles, 50 years old, Hotel California.
You can check out, but you can't leave. I feel that's called radio.
Love that song.
Yeah.
Here we go. You can't, music like this can never be duplicated.
Hey.
Oh,
hate this song.
Let's go.
Terri.
You hate too many.
What
What's
is
the matter
wrong
with you?
you?
What a grouch. Get some
I
sleep,
don't like
girl.
it. That one
Maybe
sounds
'cause
50
it's
years
just
old.
reminding you that it's 50 years old.
50 years old, some of that music that we love, all of those songs that we heard. It's so hard to believe.
Of course, you're
And
wearing this shirt that says life is good.
Life is good.
All right, so I took a picture of the shirt and all I said was Terry's chest and sent it to my
that
wife.
was stupid.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Jane goes, I didn't know what to expect until the picture came up. But life is good, and these are fun songs from 50 years ago.
Mickey Dolenz celebrating a birthday today since we're talking a little bit about music. Mickey Dolenz, Kylan, what does that name mean to you?
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Attaboy. The
People say we're
Monkeys.
monkey around.
Mickey who?
79, 80? Would he be 80?
Did you say Donley?
81. His name was really George Dolenz, Mickey Dolenz, and I do believe, he was with the Monkees from 1966 to 68 on the television show. He's the last surviving member of the Monkees. Kylan, can you hear some Monkees music?
I will try and find some.
You know, Stephen Stills was considered.
I'm a believer.
He was considered for
Oh,
the Monkees, and they
You
turned
could
him
have
down.
led with that.
That I'm a believer.
That was the Monkees?
Yeah, that's the Monkees.
Yeah, I learned that song from Shrek, not gonna lie. That was
No,
one
it's
of
a
the
great
first
song.
movies.
Such a great song
Well,
that they
that's
moved it, they
generational.
use it
It'll
in
move with
Shrek.
you.
Anyway, so he's having a birthday today. And before we get to a break, because Denny's got, we still have a few minutes here. Here's your first day water cooler question of the day. 30% of kids say that they're embarrassed when their parents do this.
Kiss.
Oh, I bet that's a higher number.
Embarrassed when they yell at you?
Nope. Think about this for just a minute. We just got off of music.
Oh, dance?
Dance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my
Okay.
son and my grandkids get real nervous when I start doing the boogie woogie, man.
Yeah, how does that boogie woogie go?
I used to have a shirt that says I live to boogie, and it was, I can't even remember what show I saw it on, but I lived to boogie. I love to dance.
You play flash dance and he's up in a minute. It's like the devil gets him and he's up and he just can't, he can't stop dancing.
Yeah, I think that would embarrass my family.
In just a little bit, we're going to talk to Kim. I had a conversation with Kim Komando, and we're going to talk a little bit about cyber attacks right now and what you need to be aware of. I know that a lot of us are. What?
I'm so sorry. I'm still picturing Denny dancing.
Oh, come on, Kylan.
Wow.
Whoa.
You're serious.
Would somebody pull this knife out of my back, please?
Okay, I was working Indiana Sports Talk last night with the amazing Coach Bob Lovell.
Yeah.
And one of the bumper songs that I had was this one. Oh, here you go.
Okay. So good.
And he was reminiscing on the disco times, and I just, man,
I bet
we're
Lovell.
missing out.
I bet Lovell can bump and slide real well. Now that leisure suit that he wears, I don't know.
I took disco dance lessons.
Did you really?
I did. And
I'm
at
gonna
the high
put you to
school
the
gym.
test.
Oh,
See what you remember.
You know, mostly anything that you saw on Saturday Night Fever is what I can do. Because that's why we all wanted to dance, because we watched Saturday Night Fever. It was truly the era of disco. But people you would never think were dancing were dancing.
What the heck? We were watching Soul Train. I
Soul
don't know.
Train.
Yeah, that was all of it.
Anyway, just some good music for you this morning. I know there's a lot going on. Could be a celebratory week. We've got St. Patty's Day coming towards the end of. No, wait. When is St. Patty's Day? 17th.
It'll be a
the
week
17th,
from Tuesday.
but all of the
it's still a
celebrations
week
are
away.
starting. The greenings of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the greening of the canal.
Okay.
The best bet. That's next week.
We've got some details for you on that. But, of course, as we've mentioned, we are certainly paying attention to what's happening right now in Iran. And you know that we will break in if anything happens for sure. And we've got Fox News Sunday that will be coming up at the top of the hour. Denny's got Dollars and Cents coming up. What are you going to do?
You know, it's a tale of two cities. Kylan's going to help me going back in time. Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities between London and France. It's going to be interesting.
Okay. Well,
That's our economy right now.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's our economy right now.
Yep,
Okay.
A Tale of Two Cities.
All right, 11:43. Beautiful day. Hope you're doing something good. But we appreciate you being here with us. That's kind of doing something good, isn't it? Maybe. I hope. And for watching us also stream live on YouTube. It's the first day. 93 WIBC.
Let's begin. Let's talk about your relationship.
I can't stand all these wild swings, Doc. It's driving me crazy. It's hot, it's cold.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, I'm so confused. I can't figure out how to act, what to wear.
Listen up, Buttercup. You're in Indiana. This is the way it is. Just listen to WIBC.
Are the weather swings about to put you in therapy? Save yourself the copay and listen to WIBC for updates, because it could change in the next 10 minutes.
Shall we schedule something next week?
Your winter therapy station, 93 WIBC.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Donate today at fightingblindness.org. A public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
Overcoming drug addiction is difficult. The road to recovery is different for everyone. Find the path to recovery that works for you. Learn more at cdc.gov/stopoverdose.
Caring for someone nearing the end of life brings questions you may never feel ready to answer. Like, when is the right time to ask about hospice? How do you balance medical needs with honoring someone's final wishes? This is Tina McIntosh, founder of Joy's House and co-host of Caregiver Crossing. Hospice is more than care at the end of life. Stay tuned.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Hospice teams provide medical support, yes, but they also provide guidance and counseling and comfort. Caregivers share how hospice gave them moments of peace they didn't see coming, sitting together, sharing stories, simply resting without fear. Hospice doesn't take your role away. It makes space for you to step back in your most important role as someone who loves someone who is dying. Caregiver Crossing brings honest conversations about hospice and many other parts of caregiving every Sunday morning. Or you can visit joyshouse.org for past episodes and resources. Created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana.
Stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals? Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You listen to WIBC. Now come work with us. We're looking for our next integrated marketing specialist. If you're an experienced sales professional with a proven track record, apply now at radio1.com/careers. Bilingual speakers preferred. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
Dear employer, an autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
Spread a little happiness, spread a little bit of happiness.
It's 11:46. This is a show called The First Day. We're going to get to Denny in just a moment here, but I wanted to mention, you heard probably in the last few minutes what's called the Spirit of 76, America at 250, at 250. And this is something that we've been doing every day for you here on WIBC. It's about the American Revolution, and the Spirit of 76 will take you through the revolutionary era day by day. It follows the calendar of events that really shaped the birth of our country. Some days battles, some brought betrayal, all kinds of stuff. In just 1 minute every weekday, you kind of can step inside the decisions and the risks and the resolve that carried America from unrest to independence. It's history told in real time. I think it's worth a listen. And if you'd miss it, because it airs here about 4 or 5 times on WIBC each day, you can certainly go to WIBC.com and just search for the Spirit of 76, America's 250th birthday.
You can spare a minute of
Sure
your
you can.
day.
It's
Come
history.
on.
And it's told by a good voice. David Wood is our program director, and he does such a great job with narration. He's an actor, too, just like little Kylan. But now let's hear from our friend, Denny Smith, because it's time for Denny's Dollars and Cents, everyone. Sponsorable.
Look at that.
Here we go.
Sponsorable?
Mm-hmm. Everybody sings.
You better be dancing
right?
for this, too.
Here we go.
You got a friend in
Denny.
Denny. Oh boy, I can't go low. You got a friend
And
in
Denny.
Hey, do me a favor. If I die and
Oh, gosh, don't
there's a
start
wake
that.
or something, would you guys bring this music in and just set it on the
Oh,
coffin
sure we
and
will.
play that for me?
Denny said,
I'll get out of
"Oh,
that casket and dance
got
for
a
you right
friend
then.
We'll make sure everybody sings too.
Everybody.
This
Got
week,
a friend in Denny. We're not done yet.
Okay. Are you done
You've got
now?
a friend in Denny.
All right,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
all right. This week I got a chance to go through my bookcase, and I was removing
Your
books.
bookcase?
Do you have a bookcase?
I do.
I have one, and I went through and I found one of the most famous books of all time, A Tale of Two Cities.
Okay.
And so I sort of gave Kai a heads up. So Kai, can you give me the synopsis of Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities?
Well, I would love to. Let's set the scene.
Okay, the scene is set.
Oh, I like
A Tale of Two Cities. This is your Spark Notes version. It's a story of love, sacrifice, and redemption set during the French Revolution.
That's right, and that was in the early 1800s.
Oh, see, the history.
Yeah.
Where a disgraced lawyer ultimately sacrifices his life to save the man his beloved woman loves.
Yeah, so he's going to die for somebody his girlfriend loves, but she doesn't love him.
The story takes place in London and Paris. Before and during the French Revolution, a young French nobleman, Charles Darnay, rejects the cruelty of his aristocratic family. He
Do you like
marries Lucy Manet, or if you're in middle school, me, Lucy Manette.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, she's a good girl.
All right, let's move this along here
who
a
had
little
been
bit.
imprisoned for years in the Bastille. And then another man, Sidney Carton, is a brilliant but self-destructive lawyer who secretly loves Lucy. And when Darnay is sentenced to die during the Revolution's violent purges, Carton then redeems his wasted life by taking Darnay's place at the guillotine so Lucy's family can live.
And do you remember what he says at the very end?
No.
He says, it's a far, far better thing that I do than I've ever done before. The reason I
that.
brought this up is I was looking at this book, and I'm a data guy, and I'm reading all this data that's coming through the financial websites right now. And they're telling us that the economy is just rocking and rolling. And I'm going, okay. So I think there's a tale of two cities here because
You are so right, Denny Paul. This
tale
is
of
frustrating.
two cities, it is frustrating. You think, well, the world's going on beyond me. But here's the other side of it. The data also says that we are at an all-time high of people pulling emergency withdrawals. They're called hardship withdrawals from their 401k. And I'm saying to myself, okay, how can I reconcile this? If we're such hot snot in the economy right now, then how is it that people are pulling, and they're not pulling big amounts, Terry. They're pulling like $1,000 or $2,000. And, you know, those pulls, that's not for investments. That's not disaster. That's to get my ass out of a sling type pull.
Yeah.
You know,
I
whether
agree.
it's a guy or a gal trying to protect.
I've been there. I've done it.
Yeah, well.
You know what I did it for? This will kill you. I did it to pull out money for a hot tub.
That's
a hot tub.
From my 401k when I was 30 and 30-something and
Do you want to
stupid.
know what the data says that what it's for right now? It's for rent payments, and it is for things like medical bills. It's emergency type stuff. And I'm saying to myself, the first thing when I met Kai and I asked her about certain things, I said, do you have an emergency fund? And Kai says, well, it's not very big, but I got an emergency fund. These are emergency fund amounts, $1,000 to $2,000. This is why we save money. This is why we teach our kids and grandkids, save your money. When you get it up to $1,500 or $2,000, then your butt's not going to be in a sling when something goes wrong. But people are pulling from their IRAs, and I'm saying,
So
no.
that's how they're, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I understand.
It's not
But
a luxury withdrawal is what I'm
Right.
saying. It's a cover your fanny type thing. And what's funny is nobody's going to retire early on $2,000. I mean, that's not going to happen. But that $2,000, what they're losing is the opportunity cost of compound interest. $2,000 over 20 years at normal interest rates, you can't believe what that'll grow to. And I haven't done the calculation, but my guess is it's going to be in the $20,000 to $25,000 range. And that's what you're pulling away from your retirement. So here's what Dickens also said in that book, and I didn't send you this one. They said it was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. So the Tale of Two Cities, it was a good time. It was a bad time. So what I'm bringing back to Dickens, who was really a great author, by the way. My son was an English teacher. Oliver Twist, exactly.
Yep.
But here I've got this book on my bookshelf, and I thought, you know what? That's exactly what this data stream is telling us right now. The rich really are getting richer. Okay, don't be mad at them. They worked hard. They saved their money. But there has to be a loophole. There has to be, it's like if you get to heaven before I do, just bore a hole and pull me through. That's what the rich need to try to help to keep those investments going, because you don't remember that, do you?
No, but I liked it.
Yeah?
No.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
God,
if you
yes.
get to heaven before I just bore the hole and bring me through.
Oh,
'cause
yes, okay.
There you go. But first, understand that the economy is not just one story. I think that was the enlightening thing for me today. It's kids starting their lives and their careers like Kylan and then there's middle-aged people like is 74 middle-aged? Okay, Terry, middle age is you. Okay.
Middle-aged me. I'm going to go with that.
I'm okay, and I'm starting to creep into that. I've been burying
We
all
both
of
are.
my generation ahead of me. But here's the point. Remember, the biggest asset in retirement is not the balance. Terry, you know what the biggest asset in your retirement fund is?
No, a lot. No.
4-letter word.
What?
Time. Time.
Oh, time.
So when you pull these emergency things out, for God's sakes, repay them. They're emergency withdrawals. You can take them as a loan. And Congress, in the One Big Beautiful Bill, said that $1,000, or I can't even remember, it was $1,000 or $2,000, you can pull that out without penalty. But normally, if you pull it out before 59 and a half, not only do you pay the 10% penalty,
You do.
you have to pay the income tax.
You sure do.
And that's a smack in the fanny for sure.
Yeah.
But Dickens said it best. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. So if you are on the edge and you're thinking, I want to pull from my 401k to get me out of the jam, listen to your Uncle Denny.
And your
Go
Aunt
out-
Terry,
and
who
your
did
Aunt
it.
Terry, and your sister Kai. Don't pull from it unless you have to, because the biggest asset is time. If you're 30 years old and you pull that out, you're not going to retire till your mid-60s. That's 35 years of compound interest, and you don't want the great financial law. The unsold or untold story of finance, compound interest. And what happened? Here's what you think of: you got $1. Okay, that's your baby. But here's the thing: if you don't spend that baby, then that baby's going to go out and find other babies and other people, and they're going to he and she, and they're going to make more dollars, and then there's grandkid dollar bills. And so by respecting money to the point that you're not going to spend everything that falls into your pocket, compound interest just keeps paying dividend after dividend after dividend. So the lesson here for the average American: first, understand the economy is not one story. If you're getting your butt whooped, buckle down. It may be your fault. It may not be your fault. Number two, there's two different stories happening at the same time. There are people who are at different ages in life and are probably very, very successful. Don't regret it. Don't bemoan them. Just concentrate on yourself and realize that where you are in the economy is just one part of the story. And second, if you can try to build a small emergency savings fund, that will do you so much good in the future. And third, remember that the biggest asset in retirement account is not the balance, Terry. It's what? Time.
Time.
Time. There you go.
Father time.
It's not a. Here's the thing: that 401k is not a financial fire extinguisher. You don't pull that out and break that open, because you're going to need that fire extinguisher when you get to retirement. There you go, ladies.
Yay! That's our guy, Denny Smith. His weekly edition of Dollars and Cents. I thought it was a good one.
And thanks to Charles Dickens for letting me whoop on.
Couldn't
on his. Kai, you did your homework. Thanks for reading.
Could not have been more timely. How old is that book?
Oh, 150 years maybe?
Yeah. We've got to take a break. We're coming back with First Day, second hour, after today's top stories. Thanks for joining us here on the First Day 93 WIBC.
Quickly turns to afternoons. It's like that I can barely go and catch it. Kinda how I feel with you.
Yeah, Hammer, I know you've had tremendous success with Premier Weight Loss. When I started the program in November with weight loss medication, I was at 216 pounds. I'm now down to 199. I haven't been at this weight since I was in my 20s. Hey, by the way, this is exciting. Premier Weight Loss is evolving. Of course, they're the GLP-1 and weight loss experts, but now they're helping patients not only lose weight, but improve their energy, vitality, and long-term health using hormone replacement therapy.
Take control of your health. And there are two different locations, one at 96th and Meridian and another one off of 106th and 69. Set up an appointment with one of the professionals at Premier Weight Loss Indy. I am down nearly 25 pounds since I've started, and my muscle mass is up. All the numbers are trending in the right direction. This could be you. PWLindy.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Hammer and Nigel here, Window Nation, windownation.com. Man, I love my Window Nation windows. They look great on my house. And if your heat or AC was running more than it should, no matter the weather, it's probably because your window insulation has failed. When it does, all your heat escapes in the winter and your cool AC in the summer. The pros at Window Nation can help you get new energy-efficient windows at an awesome price.
And right now, the more you buy, the more savings you get. up to 50% off all window styles. And be sure to ask about Window Nation's special financing options, including $0 down and payments as little as $199 a month. In March, the more you buy, the more savings you could enjoy. Contact Window Nation right now. WindowNation.com, 866-90-NATION, but you got to tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
This month, get zero resified from Indy's #1 carpet cleaner. Buy one room of carpet cleaning, get one free. Unlimited rooms. Yep, unlimited. Living rooms, bedrooms, basements. Buy one, get one free throughout your home. Winter left behind salt and slush, dust and allergens. The heroes at Zero Res remove that buildup so your home feels fresh again without any soap residue or harsh chemicals. So beat the spring rush. Call 317-388-5141. Visit ZeroResIndy.com and you ask for the WIBC special.
Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
From the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, this is 93 WIBC HD1 Indianapolis.
Israel on the offense. I'm Roger Stern, Fox News. Israel and Iran continue trending attacks after U.S. and Israel launched strikes on Iran last weekend. Fox's Troy Yingst in Tel Aviv.
More incoming Iranian fire today. We're told that multiple people were injured by an Iranian cluster munition that was launched during one of those last barrages. As this is taking place, there are still fires burning around the capital of Tehran. Overnight, the Israelis launching a series of airstrikes against Iran's oil infrastructure. Flames and smoke billowing from the skyline. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says these strikes will continue to weaken the regime. Now, we know Iran's military secretary was actually killed. The IDF confirming that today, with Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz telling his soldiers and commanders, quote, keep hunting them all down.
Meanwhile, the U.S. is considering to strike Iran. As it is, President Trump dismissed the importance of reports that Russia helped Iran target the U.S. military. At least 6 U.S. service members have been killed so far. At least 6 people arrested and suspicious items recovered following protests outside the home of New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani yesterday. Fox's Chanley Painter in New York.
The FBI says the terrorism task force is now investigating after 2 homemade explosive devices were thrown outside the mayor's home here in New York City yesterday. It happened during competing anti and pro-Muslim protests after a man was seen throwing a device. Then it started smoking. Dozens of demonstrators and counter-protesters fled. There were no injuries, thankfully, and no explosion. Police later chased another man with a similar device who ultimately dropped it. NYPD says the devices were made of glass jars wrapped in electrical tape containing bolts, screws, and nuts, and a hobby fuse that could be lit.
America is listening to Fox News.
History isn't just in textbooks. It's the story of us, the United States. 2026 marks 250 years of America. And throughout the year, Bill Hemmer takes listeners on a journey through the 250 most impactful moments in American history. From the spark of revolution to the battles for freedom, the ideas, inventions, and decisions that changed the world. The 250 most impactful moments in American history podcast. Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, everyone. It's Candace Cameron Bure.
Hey, everyone. It's Phil Sims.
It's Dolores Catania.
Hey, everyone. I'm Kix Brooks.
It's Candace Bushnell.
I'm Rob Paulson.
I'm Ryan Serhant.
Hey, everyone. I'm Nicole Palizzi.
Hey, everybody. It's Kevin Nealon.
What's up, guys? It's Nia Sue, and it's time to take the quiz.
5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Indiana has a beautiful start to the work week. It's sunny and 42 degrees in the Circle City. I'm Renika Bajpai. Here's what's trending at 12:03. High temperatures are hitting the 70s on Monday, but that warmth is bringing some potential for storms soon after.
We're looking at some storms both Tuesday and Wednesday. With those, there is some potential for severe weather as well.
Aaron Updike with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says, while those storms should clear out by Wednesday afternoon, high temperatures will drop into the 40s by Thursday. Indy Metro Police officers say it happened on Saturday night. They found a boy on North Tibbs Avenue near Lafayette Road. He was taken to a hospital in bad shape. Police are figuring out where the shooting happened because the area where the boy was found isn't believed to be the initial crime scene. Notre Dame closed out the regular season Saturday in Chestnut Hill. Len Clark reports.
Boston College defeated Notre Dame 77-69 using a major free throw advantage to take control in the second half. The Eagles attempted 41 free throws compared with 21 for the Irish, helping Boston College outscore Notre Dame 47-36 after halftime. Fred Payne led BC with 24 points, while Jalen Harrelson scored 21 for the Irish. Notre Dame closes out the season at 13-18 overall and 4-14 in the ACC. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
WIBC News Time 12:04. Here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine for today. High temperature still above average, near 60 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear skies, low temperatures in the low to mid 40s. On Wish TV, Storm Track 8 meteorologist Ryan Morse for 93 WIBC.
I'm Renika Bachpai, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Your child's oral health milestones matter. By age 1, see a pediatric dentist to establish good oral health habits. At 7, see an orthodontist to check your child's bite, teeth, and jaws. Around 15, visit an oral and maxillofacial surgeon to have your child's wisdom teeth examined. Remember, milestones met, healthy teeth set. Visit milestonesmet.org.
Hey, John, why so glum? I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this. Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career. Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. This is the second hour of a show called The First Day on 93 WIBC. It's 12:06, really 11:06 in your brain. So you're probably a little foggy.
I'm
maybe.
ready to take a nap.
There is really some serious to all of the time change. We've heard it. Ryan, no, who was it? John, was it John?
John Herrick, yep.
Did the report on the time change, and it really does something to us.
No kidding.
Heart attacks. More heart attacks will be happening tomorrow.
Really? Why tomorrow?
Heart crashes.
Take your naps and make up for that.
Yeah. I'm Terri Stacy, by the way. That's Denny Smith.
Good morning, Terri Lynn.
Hi, guess who's next to you?
Kylan May Talley.
Oh, hi.
Kylan May Talley is here.
And she's in there in her sock feet. Now, she either wears these 6-inch platform shoes, or I never know what to expect when I'm going to look at her nose or her chin.
We never know what to expect for you either.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay.
I'll
I think
surprise
it's part of our First Day Friends.
Hello, First Day Friends. Thanks for listening, and also thanks for watching us on YouTube as we continue to stream live. Excuse me.
Don't have a
Just rolls right off the top.
See? Right off the bat. Still a little foggy, even after we've been through an hour. We've got another hour to go. At the top of the hour, you'll get Fox News Sunday, which will bring you up to date on the very latest happenings in Iraq and elsewhere in the world. It seems a little daunting. So we try to weave in and out of some good stuff here for you on the first day to get you started off right. Indianapolis Colts trading linebacker Zaire Franklin. You heard that, to Green Bay. Well, that's all I know about that. We're getting another fella,
Can
Colby
I give you
Wooden.
some Colts good news?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully that'll be good news for our season coming up. But the Colts just announced they're doing a new program for the upcoming season called Classroom Quarterbacks. It's a program that's recognizing teachers, administrators, school health professionals, and staff members.
I like
and applications are open now for you to submit someone you think is a classroom quarterback, and they'll get tickets for the next season.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
This upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Love it. Okay, got that. In IndyCar news, Joseph Newgarden wins Phoenix.
That surprised me.
Me
You know,
too.
he had been in a slump, and yet, Alex Below, everybody,
Yeah.
But Newgarden really pulled that off.
IndyCar's going to announce tomorrow what the Freedom 250 will look like in Washington, D.C., and probably that availability to get tickets.
And that's a Grand Prix.
That's a Grand Prix
gonna be a
through the
road
streets
course.
of Washington, D.C.
I have a question. Do you think tickets for these IndyCar races are going to go up with gas prices?
Oh, and traveling
Yeah,
to
well,
the races? Or
and
what? Oh, you mean
for
what
how
do you
much
mean?
they use?
Oh, how much gas
gas-wise
they
on
use?
the track for? I'm assuming like prices will go up for everybody.
Oh, I
so
didn't
then
think
will
about
they
that,
raise
Kylan.
prices for us?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just
a
curious.
business guy. They're going to watch their margins, but as far as the teams go, the league does not pay for the gas.
Yeah.
The teams pay for the gas, so they'll
Okay.
just absorb that, and whether it's advertisers
Well,
or
good.
something.
I didn't think about that, Kylan.
There was a study done over the last week, and they said collectively Americans spent roughly $175 million more dollars than a week ago.
Last week, remember in my dollars and cents last week, I said that it would probably go up 15 to 25 cents.
GasBuddy.com, you were quoting.
Well, yeah, and it went up. But the question is it going to go up more? Right now, the futures are mixed on that. Some people are,
Stability.
They're
They think maybe
they're just
we're
going
gonna
crazy. No, they think
stabilize, or
it's going to go to
it's gonna
$4
go
or
up.
$5 or whatever.
I do too. I think maybe 4.
But the markets are ambiguous right now. I don't know how
it.
they're reading that. I think it's just panic.
Let's go back to some good
See,
stuff.
I told you,
Yeah.
Kylan. I mean, the doom and gloom, it's right there in front of us everywhere. And I think you got to take a break from it.
Well, here's
I
how you
just
take a
do.
break of it. Indiana basketball.
Indiana basketball. We had March Madness and sectional time this week, which I didn't pay any attention to at all because of all the other news. It's just
There
like,
were some great games. I wish Nathaniel was in here from the Fan because he would tell you just how competitive everything was. And there are 40 regional sites. They had the pairings yesterday.
Yep.
And Class 4A, Pike is going to go up againts Mount Vernon, which is the Fortville area.
This is the tournament. This is a regional tournament.
Right, that's one of the
coming up.
There's 8 regional tournaments
See?
in each of the classes.
It's
So
getting to their brain.
5 times 8 is 40 different sites. Lawrence Central is going to take on Decatur Central. In Class 3A, Brebeuf's taking on Cathedral.
You said almost brust.
And don't forget our Clay County heroes from Northview are now going to take on, we don't call them the Running Rebels, we call them the Royals from Roncalli now.
Okay.
And Cardinal Ritter in Class 2A is going to take on Triton Central. In Class 1A, from the Anderson area, Liberty Christian is taking on Greenwood Christian. So those are the local sites that are coming on. But regionals, 8 different sites for each one of the classes.
Congratulations.
Then we
to
go
all
to
of you that continue
Semi-State
to
on the
continue
state.
Can I say a little while we're on the basketball topic? Fulton, you know Fulton
Sure
well.
we
enough.
do.
He's playing at Chapel Hill Ben Davis today, and if he wins today, then he's moving on to state with his Special Olympics basketball with the Hamilton
He's
County
really
Chargers.
cool. You know, if you don't know,
Good luck,
Fulton calls all the shows. Well, yeah, he does. He really does. He knows John. He's very friendly and great
JMV,
with
John.
JMV and also with the Home and Garden Show and others. He's just a great, loyal listener and friend to us all. So wishing him the very best today. Selection Sunday will be next weekend with tournaments in March 15th.
That's
We've got
March
the men and women's
Madness.
basket. Yes.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark expected to make her return to the court when Team USA competes at the 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. That's the 11th through the 17th. Sounds like she's back. We'll see how that goes. And we've got some other things we want to talk about too. But Kim Komando, I had a conversation with Kim Komando.
The Kim Komando?
She's
The digital goddess? Yeah.
She's been a part of this radio station and 400 radio stations across the country. And we were talking a little bit about, we're watching, obviously, we think about the oil. We think about our gas prices. I said we've got a lot on our brains right now with prices rising. But we're also being being told, if you see something, say something. So we're also going to talk about cyber attacks and how small businesses and yourself can be prepared because you just never know what's going on right now. We'll talk to Kim Komando next, right here on the first day, 93 WIBC.
As America celebrates 250 years, WIBC takes you inside the moments that built a nation.
The Spirit of 76. A 1-minute look at this day in the Revolution. The battles, debates, and turning points that transformed a collection of colonies into these United States.
Weekday mornings at 7:35 and 11:35, and afternoons at 3:35 and 6:35, or anytime on demand at WIBC.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off, and you'll put cash in your pocket. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
Spring is fast approaching and a great time for a new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers. 0% financing is back. That's right, 0% for 48 months on new Corsair, Nautilus, and Aviator. Plus 0% for 36 months on new Navigator. With these rates, it's absolutely the best time to buy. Be sure to check them all out at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers. Our family serving yours since 1972.
0% APR for 48 months on 2026 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, and Aviator. 0% APR for 36 months on 2025 Lincoln Navigator. Subject to credit approval. Offers end 3/31/26. See dealer for complete offer details.
When Dugan Air began servicing Johnson, Shelby, Bartholomew, Brown, Morgan, and Marion County over 17 years ago, they focused on a great customer experience. That has grown into the Dugan difference. Dugan is always looking to go above and beyond for their customers, consistently giving top-notch service every time. You will be taken care of. Dugan Air is your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless Pro dealer. Go DuganAir.com. Go DuganAir.com. Dugan Air.
Premium service, no shenanigans.
I work here.
I work here. I work here.
I work here.
I work here.
I work here.
We all work here at Radio 1 Indianapolis, one of the most diverse media groups in the world. We bring very different backgrounds and ideas together to create the best information and entertainment around. And right now, we're looking for someone to join the family. We have a rare opening for an integrated marketing specialist. If you're an experienced sales professional with a proven background, we want to talk to you. Apply now at radio1.com/careers. Bilingual preferred. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
Juice, Mom. Juice, juice, juice.
Mommy, why are we going to the store?
Mom, I want juice.
Mom.
Juice, juice, juice.
Mommy.
Juice, juice, juice.
Mom.
Juice, juice.
Your child will have different needs at different stages of life, and that includes the car seat. That's right, the car seat. A car seat isn't one size fits all. You have to have the right seat based on your child's age, weight, and height. See, car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. But there's a website that gives you all the information you need. safercar.gov/the right seat. You'll find out about types of seats, when to have a seat rear-facing, when to switch it to forward-facing, when it's time for a booster seat, and when it's time for your child to ride in the back seat with a seatbelt. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. Go to safercar.gov/the right seat. That's safercar.gov/the right seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You love spring in Indy, but you hate to paint, so do what Judy did. She called Rhino Shield.
The house that Rhino Shield did for my husband and I, after having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied with that.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating specifically formulated for our unique climate.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color because I was very particular.
Indy, you too can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino!
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
When it comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
My son Ricky took his life by the use of a firearm.
It broke me, and I contemplated suicide. My grandson, I was gonna have to be here for him. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe.
Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
We are the face of the future. We don't want to change, we just want to change everything.
Joining us is America's digital goddess, Kim Komando, one of the most trusted voices in technology and cybersecurity and digital privacy. If this is your first time to hear Kim, I can't wait. And you can hear her every week. Her award-winning weekly radio show reaching over 400 stations, including here on WIBC Sundays, 5 to 8. Kim Komando, how are you?
Wow. I'm great. It's like now I was like, I want to listen to that show.
It's a great show, and I'm a fan, and I'm also a subscriber to your newsletter. Okay, let's talk about this, Kim. You know, the tensions between the United States and Iran. There are experts that are warning that this next phase of conflict may not just play out on the battlefield, but also in cyberspace.
Oh, for sure, 100%. We may not be hearing about it, but I'm confident that it's happening right now because, we have physical war, but now there's also digital war. And our globe is so interconnected. And a lot of people don't even realize that there are cables underneath the ocean that Russians are dropping anchors on, to try to damage the cables that carry the internet. And so, as consumers, as those of us sitting here at home, we can't be complacent just to say, oh, well, that's happening overseas. There's nothing I need to worry about.
Could AI make those cyber attacks harder to detect than anything we've seen before?
Well, AI is fabulous. It is.
Yep.
I use it all day long, right? It makes my life easier. It helps me do marketing plans. It helps me write memos and HR policies and review legal documents. And, because a lot of people don't realize that aside from running the show and owning the show, is that I have a full staff, right? I'm not part of iHeart or any big network. I'm like, flying my little pirate flag myself here in Phoenix, Arizona. And so when we start looking at, the benefits of AI, yes, it's fabulous. But now on the downside is that with AI, it makes things so much easier and faster, whereby it may have taken a group of hackers, scammers, cartel, whatever it may be, say weeks or months to generate some type of code that would maybe conceptually take down the power grid or infiltrate a bank or something. AI can literally do that in 2 to 3 hours and check its code.
Wow.
And then also give recommendations. And so, with great knowledge comes great power, and there's a lot of power with AI that can be used the wrong way. As my son said, he looks at me and goes, how come you get up every single morning and you're happy? I am. And my husband will say to me, like, your whole world is full of ponies and flowers and sunflowers, and unicorns and everything's great. Okay. But when it comes to cyber threats and cybersecurity, that's where it's like, all of a sudden it's like, it's not all that great. We really need to be cautious. We need to know what we're doing. You need to be smart. If you get an email or a text and it's asking for donations, it's probably a scam, right? If you get an email or a text again that's maybe it says it's from PayPal and we know it's not, and want you to click a link, you could be in fact participating in a botnet. And so now more than ever, it's super important that you're cautious. And then going back to my rainbows, ponies, and flowers analogy is that, you need to make sure that you have enough medication if you're on life-saving medication for, at least a week, right? You need to make sure that you have some water. You need to make sure that you have some cash. You need to have some food. You need to, if there's somebody in your family that you're taking care of, and so many of us are taking care of our parents, is that you need to make sure that they have everything that they need as well, because we've already heard threats to the power grid here in the United States. And we also know that, we are constantly battling terrorists. and people who don't believe that we should be doing what we're doing right now. People who are anti-Israel. They don't understand why we're even there. Of course, on the flip side, we have people in Los Angeles that are thanking President Trump for everything that he's doing. There's always going to be that lone wolf, so to speak, and you don't know where that person may be striking. So you need to be cautious of your digital life. You need to not just click on anything that comes across, or answer the phone, or and really have that supply at hand. A charger, a solar charger for your phone. It's simple, little $30 gadget, but if your phone dies, in addition to that, make sure that you have a keyword for your family, a secret word, whatever that may be, so that in case you do get AI deep faked from, your kid or your mom or your dad or whoever it may be, or your boss, is that if they ask you to transfer some money or something bad's happening to them, is that you can say, what's the keyword? And if they don't know the keyword, then you know it's a scam.
That's good. Kim Komando is with us. You hear her Sundays here on WIBC between 5 and 8 p.m. Komando.com is where you'll see, or where millions of our listeners go for trusted tech news and daily digital advice. Well, we have a lot of small businesses right here in Central Indiana.
Sure.
And small businesses, is there anything what should they maybe be thinking about? Or is there anything a tool that they can have that can prevent something from happening just within their small businesses?
That's a really good question, Terry. And a lot of people, we don't think of small businesses. As a small business owner, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
What do we do? Education is key, and it's paramount. And so one of the things that we do with our entire staff is that we give them tests, and they don't even know that they're getting tests, is that there are services that you can sign up for, like Know Before, and you give them your employee list, and then they'll send out phishing scams, and then you find out who is liable to fall for that scam. And then there's also classes associated with that. And at the end of every month, whoever has the highest score, meaning they took the most classes, is that maybe they may get a couple of hours off comp time or something like that, just as an incentive, because education is key. And we all, as a small business owner, if you don't have cyber insurance, you really need to make sure that you do. It's not very expensive. So if in the event that attack does take your business down, that you will be able to, at least have some money to keep going. And that is something that's really key, is that can you keep your business going in the event of a power outage, in the event of an attack? If somebody got into all your customer records right now and then sent a note out to everybody saying that you're out of business or something like that, would you be able to keep going? And how are you protecting that through firewalls? And if you don't know any of this that we're talking about, is that you want to call what's called an MSP. That's short for a managed service provider. And this is a company that takes care of small businesses like mine, like yours, whoever's listening, where you don't have a dedicated IT person that you're spending $150,000, $180,000 a year for, because maybe you don't need that person on site 24/7. Because it's kind of like a fireman. So with an MSP, and I use an MSP myself. I used to have 2 IT guys. I did, until I looked at really what was I getting versus being part of a bigger team, and that's what you get. You get maybe the MSP has 50 IT people on staff, and then you have a guy who comes over, like our guy comes over every Tuesday, and everybody knows if your printer don't work or something doesn't work, this is who you go to on Tuesday. You go to Alex, and he'll come fix it. Being able to just really look at what are your emergency plans and where are your backups and how are they being stored and how long would it take for you to restore your business? It's something that you don't want to think about.
Kim Komando, listen, you can hear Kim on Sundays here on WIBC. You know that. And also, I really recommend that to really sign up for the subscription for the newsletter, because it comes every day.
Thank you, because I work so hard at that newsletter.
I'm sure you do.
We have I have almost 1 million folks now.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's 5-star rated. If you want to sign up, just go to getkim.com. That's getkim.com.
Perfect. Kim Komando, Indiana loves you, and we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
America's Digital Goddess, Komando.com. Thank you, my.
You know what? Anytime, just give me a call.
Okay,
I'm
I
here for
will.
you.
5 to 8 right here on WIBC. We'll get you some news. That's next on 93 WIBC.
Xfinity Tech Support, Matthew speaking.
Hi, I live in a pretty remote place, like Jurassic Park remote.
No!
Wow.
Will Xfinity Mobile work out here?
Yep, the combination of reliable Wi-Fi and 5G makes it so that you can stay connected in all kinds of places. Plus, you get access to ultra-fast speeds and coverage, whether you're poolside or out live streaming with a T-Rex.
Hold still, you're about to go viral.
Welcome to a new era of Wi-Fi boosted mobile. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Discover a new era of Wi-Fi boosted mobile at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey, what's up? It's Nigel. Had a chance to stop by PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. It's such a great, unique, family-owned jewelry store. Huge selection and probably the most competitive pricing on these beautiful pieces of jewelry that I've ever seen. So, guys, did you forget your anniversary again? Trying to impress a lady in your life? Celebrating a birthday? You have to get to PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. They don't mark up their jewelry like the other guys. Sale prices every single day. PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. Tell them Nigel sent you.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve! Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Downsized. In that downsizing, my husband lost his man cave.
Everyone is talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Deb.
My husband and I were at the home show and saw all these vendors with garage floor coatings. The one that stayed with us was Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy.
I'm the only one home, and so it's nice when well-dressed, clean-cut, respectful crew show up. That's what Galaxy sent.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
Warranties are real important for us, and to know that should there be an issue, Galaxy was standing behind us. That's pretty much what tipped us over to go with Galaxy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We are so proud to open our garage store.
We're out of this world.
I'm Chris Jakomick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakomick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Fox News, I'm Kathleen Maloney. Israel striking oil fields near Tehran today, but Iran is striking back.
Iranians are still launching attacks against Israel. On Saturday, firing a number of ballistic missile barrages toward this country. This morning, sirens blaring once again across this city, sending hundreds of thousands of Israelis into bomb shelters.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv, Iran's president vowing to expand attacks on American targets. The exiled Iranian Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi says he wants to help achieve the goals of Operation Epic Fury.
My plan has included a majority of elements on the ground that can be part of the solution, provided, of course, that they rally with us on the principles that are the element that unifies all of us fighting for a democracy.
He was on Fox's My View with Laura Trump. America is listening to Fox News.
But she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hand. Said, baby, I just wanna dance with my pretty little Galway.
12:35. That's our time. 12:35. I know it feels like 11:35, but it's 12:35. And that's the way it is. I'm Terri Stacy. Denny Smith is here. Kylan Talley. And this is the First Day Show. And we have got a St. Patrick's Day celebration that begins at the end of this week.
Really?
When is St. Patty's Day? That's
17th.
not till the Tuesday after.
Yeah, it's a week from this coming Tuesday.
But here in downtown Indianapolis, we're doing it differently.
Oh, yeah. The greening of the canal is happening on Thursday this week from 5 to 6 p.m. You can go and hang out as the firefighters will green the canal. The canal, the greening takes place at 5:45, and then the Shamrock Run and Walk that you all are looking forward to is on Saturday morning, 9:30 registration and 11 a.m. race start time, and then later that day is going to be your St. Patty's Day parade. No, that's on Friday, isn't that?
Yeah, it's
Terry?
Friday. It's Friday.
Boy,
all before.
What is going on?
I don't know.
It's a celebration of the Irish weekend. We'll say that. 11:30 on Friday is the parade, and then the tent party runs until 3 p.m.
Parade route just the same as it's always been. Super duper fun. Denny and I have been in it many times.
We gave away shamrocks.
And
they're called oxalis, but at the time that's what we passed out.
Passed them out along the route, and then we also threw green bagels for a good deal of time until they started throwing things. Yeah, green bagels.
And
First day food.
Yeah, now next Saturday we're going to be at Sullivan's for the Home and Garden Show, and that's to celebrate Father Glenn O'Connor and the Seeds of Hope, and that is a fun event.
That's a fun
so
and
come
talk
out and
about
see us.
some fun.
Yeah, Pipers will be there. Gordon Pipers. It's just a fun celebration too.
When they green the canal, does that also dye the koi green
Ethan Hatcher
inside the
does.
canal?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At least they're
gills. It's harmless.
I don't know.
It's harmless. That's Ethan Hatcher. You hear him on Saturday nights on The Circle right here on WIBC every Saturday night beginning at 7 p.m.
Now, Terry, let me ask you a question. Ethan brings up a good point. Would you want to take a bath in all green water?
Yeah, I'd be a leprechaun. Doesn't that make me lucky?
You'd look weird.
Oh, not really. You'd look like...
Maybe I'd be strong like the Hulk.
I was
Oh,
just
that's
there
right.
we go.
There's lots
Lou
of great...
You'd be the She-Hulk.
Or I could be as powerful as Elphaba and Wicked.
There you go. That's the one I was... Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, no, maybe not
I wish we had a camera on that. That was pretty good. That's our best Diana Ross behind there.
Ethan Hatcher stops by and sees us from time to time here at WIBC's First Day Show with something that I like to call the First Day Show and Tell. And Ethan has brought to us something magical.
Yes. Last week, Kylan was asking me if I had any Irish-themed antiques in preparation for St. Patrick's Day, and I would much rather focus on St. Patrick's Day than this stupid daylight saving time when we lose an hour of sleep every 6 months or so. Hate it.
It's not good for you.
No, absolutely not. But St. Patrick's Day, green beer, green everything, green rivers, that's much more fun. Leprechauns, Irish, shamrocks, it's good stuff.
So you've got several items.
Yes, these are all Irish themed. I'll give you one, Terry. I'll give Denny one over here, and then I'll have one that I can show the camera. Okay. And these are all Irish antiques. These are made of Irish bog oak. And bog oak are oak, yew, or other trees that have spent hundreds, if not thousands, of years in the mire of the bogs, covered in peat. And it actually, instead of rotting the wood, makes it much more dense, much more strong, and dyes it a dark, dark black color, which is cool. And because it is so dense and so strong, it can also hold a high polish. And Irish bog oak jewelry really took off in the 19th century. It was extremely popular from about 1850 to 1890 or so. There are lots of Irish motifs, shamrocks, castles. They made this for the tourist industry.
The intricate work that is done in this. I'm holding the one which is 3 mating deers. 3 mating deer?
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
I've never seen anything like that before.
And the
but
horns,
it's
and
tiny.
teeny
It's
tiny.
so tiny. And again, where did you get these?
I got those in Pennsylvania at the Lemoyne Antique Shop or Antique Mall.
I'm going to go show the camera. To describe it at home, they're probably the size of a challenge coin, oval, black in color.
That's pretty good.
And the art that is involved, the detail from an artist is incredible.
Mine looks like it's a gear out of a clock. But
does it?
You got deer, I got a building. and
Yeah,
I
yours
don't-
is a castle.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got a castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were, like I said, Irish motifs, decor. There were religious motifs. This was popularly used as mourning jewelry because of its dark black
'Cause it's
color.
black.
Yeah, so they made bracelets out of it, necklaces out of it. They also made furniture out of it and homes out of it, and that was partially driven because of the vast deforestation of old-growth Irish
boy.
forests
This
that
looks
happened.
this looks like it has a pin on it,
Yes.
Ethan. And so you can actually
Yeah, it's a brooch.
It's 3 mating deer.
They're not doing mating. This isn't a nookie brooch. This is
They could also be galloping through the forest. They can be doing, whatever you imagine.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but
Just beautiful.
Terry, how did you get mating deer out of this?
There are 3 deer that are all back
They're-
to back to back.
Okay, have you seen the elephants in the circus? They're nose to
I
tail.
don't know that we need to go into it any further. That's what my
Okay.
perception is. Art is in the eye of the
I
beholder.
think you got a dirty mind.
Not at all. And so what, you do have something else. What is that?
That is a trinket box. Kylan, you want to take the
Oh.
top off that to show the camera so that way they can see? It just pops right off. Just pop it.
Oh, you're going to break it, and it's going to be, you're
gonna
breaking
break
an
it.
antique.
Here, hand it to me. I'll take it off.
He'll take it.
There we go.
This would be
See, it just pops right off.
just like almost like
Yeah,
a
it's smooth.
little-
It doesn't even it doesn't screw in or anything.
For those of you listening, it's all black in color. It's probably the size of a foundation, a
Yeah.
makeup foundation container, or as you said, a small jewelry
Men do-
box.
Trinket
don't
box. You
Trinket
can put your
box.
rings in there.
Right.
And then the Irish would also build their houses out of it, like I was telling Denny,
Really?
because of the vast deforestation of old-growth Irish forests that took place during the British Industrial Revolution. They had to dig their timber out of the peat bogs. And it's also, like I said, the peat doesn't rot the wood. It enhances the wood. It makes it much more
That's really
dense,
cool.
much more durable, and they could build their homes out of it.
That's pretty
And for
cool.
other furniture, chairs,
So this is one of the-
sofas, lounges,
Ethan, is this one of the steps towards petrification?
Yeah.
Anyway, these are really cool, man.
Yeah. They were also
All right,
prized
so-
because they could be polished.
So since we're holding these up, and again, these are ancient tokens from Ireland.
I wouldn't say ancient. They're
Well,
19th century.
Okay,
so,
19th
yeah.
century.
Couple centuries old.
What's
at
it
this point.
worth?
A couple $100 per piece.
Per piece?
Yeah.
Even the little jewelry box.
Yeah, I'd say about $175 or so. I think I paid maybe $125 for it.
Why did you want them?
Because they're cool. They just called to me. Yeah,
They
no, I
called
mean,
you.
I
Know.
I always, whenever I enter an antique store, I always keep an open mind, and I never know what's going to find me or what's going to call to me. But I saw a marvelous selection of Irish bog oak jewelry. I did a little research on it. I thought they were cool pieces, and
Wait a minute. You walk into a store and you're waiting for somebody to say, "Ethan, I'm over here."
Yes, yeah.
Really?
Well, that's how I found some of my coolest stuff.
Wow.
The antiques, they speak to me, Denny. They speak to me.
Ethan.
What would you think about an antique shillelagh? Would you like to have an antique shillelagh?
Now, is the shillelagh the cane, the little cane? Is that what that's called?
right.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of them that are up for sale right now. Authentic blackthorn knob sticks is sometimes what they're called, for $144.99. Not bad if you'd like to have an Irish shillelagh, a vintage antique shillelagh. This one is an antique blackhorn shillelagh fighting knob face walking stick.
That's a mouthful. Now, Ethan, would that have come from the
$1,000.
same Woodstock deep in the bogs? The shillelaghs?
They can. I'm not sure that the shillelagh that Terry is describing was made out of bog oak. I do have some Irish briarwood pipes. Those are modern, though.
Those are modern. Denny's coming behind me to look at the authentic shillelaghs that are for sale. Here's the one that's expensive, very expensive, $1,320.
Oh, wow.
Just beautiful pieces. Again, I loved hand-carved wood of any sort.
One of those said it was from an antler. I think that's interesting.
Oh.
It was carved from an antler, which would really be interesting wood. That's bone.
Yeah,
so-
it would be.
These are neat show and tell items. Now, did you
They
put them
really
in the
are.
cases, or were they already in cases?
I put them in the
You put them
cases,
in
so
the
that way they would protect them, especially like the deer with all these fine little intricate carvings, and you can tell like part of them. I think one of the legs has snapped off just because they're so tiny. So to prevent
Is that the
further
one where
damage.
Terry said that's the nookie deer?
Mhm,
The deer
yeah,
getting nookie.
the very same.
The
I
very
love
same.
it. Ethan, thank you. You bring us these really cool items for our show and tell. Ladies and gentlemen, we always love seeing your show and tell. If you'd like to send that to us, we enjoy looking at antiques and cool stuff. And I know a lot of you have cool stuff because we've got cool places to buy cool things like this.
And
all
we've got
over
really
Central
cool
Indiana.
listeners.
That's right.
Really great
and
stuff.
a lot of the listeners want to see Kai Lynn. So when we come back for
Oh,
food
they
news,
wanna see her.
we're gonna get Kai in front of the camera. So compete. Terry Miller wants to say.
Negative.
Jennifer wants to see her. So we got to see.
I'm happy I got to see you for just a moment as I was showing off the antique.
Thank you.
Okay,
Kylan?
hey, we'll be posting the pictures on Facebook or on Ethan's Discord, so then you guys can get a little bit closer glimpse of those.
Okay, cool. Listen to Ethan Saturday nights right here Saturday Night on the Circle, 7 to 9 Saturdays. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Okay, you want to stick around and see Kylan?
Of course.
He'll be here with us. And we've got food news next on 93 WIBC.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453.
I'm the thread that's already inside the house. In the closet, under the bed, in the car. But I don't want your money or your TV. I can't be scared away or negotiated with. I'm patient and quiet. I don't sleep. You can't call the cops on me. You can't even see me. I'm the threat of family fire. And as long as your guns aren't stored securely, I'll be there. Protect your family. Secure all your guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 today.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger, substance use, and more. You can also find real stories of how people navigated their own mental health challenges. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
You listen to WIBC. Now come work with us. We're looking for our next great sales assistant. If you're highly organized and ready to handle a fast-paced media environment, apply now at radio1.com/careers. Bilingual speakers preferred. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
First Day with Terri Stacy. I want to say a little shout out to National I Am Day. It is also International Women's Day. A little celebration for Terri and I.
Ethan and I are right here.
All right.
Congratulations,
You can get
lady.
in line.
Are you identifying as a woman for this segment?
No. I'm identifying as a dog today.
It is also Middle Name Day.
What's your middle
Be
name?
proud of your
Carrie
middle
Lynn?
name, Lynn.
Ethan, what's your middle name?
George.
George?
Are you
Mine?
for real?
Yeah, Ethan George Hatcher.
George.
I love that.
very
E-G-H.
cool.
Kylan?
Kylan May.
M-A-Y? M-A-E?
M-A-E.
M-A-E. I'm Denny
I'm a little
Paul.
different.
Or
Denny Paul.
Actually, it's Dennis, but nobody calls me Dennis anymore.
Anyway, happy day to you all.
Hey, Kylan has brought us in some grub.
I know. Should we do
What
a
is
little good
that?
news, Kylan? You want to?
Do it.
Let's go. Hey, the listeners want to see you. Honey, come in here. Run in here.
Man, we'll get a camera in here eventually for the producer. Eventually. Until then, you'll get to see them munching on a bagel, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit. First, though.
Uh-oh.
Denny
gonna
Smith.
move the
No,
camera.
literally.
Can you see
Okay, I'll
Kylan?
give a little wave. Put it down. You're going to break it.
Yeah, you're going to break
Hello,
it, Denny.
everybody on our streaming, Facebook, YouTube, all of the good things. Okay, let's get to it. There's some national stuff that I want to touch on. First, this little article came up in my feed this week, and they're called the Rolling Scones. They're a senior living cooking club. Isn't
great.
that adorable?
Yeah.
I think it's so sweet. Okay.
Terry's talking with her mouth full.
I'm sorry.
As
Rolling
you should.
scones
I
gather
can't
no
wait to
moss.
Hear about it. Okay, if you like tasting food just as much as Terry, Denny, and Ethan, Wendy's is hiring a chief tasting officer, and supposedly you're going to get $100,000 for this yearly position as an independent contractor.
Amazing.
Boy,
You said independent contractor.
Uh-huh. You just
so do you
sign
go
on
from,
and that's it.
Are you going to work out of corporate and just taste the new stuff? Or are you going shore to shore with
It
with all the-
sounded like it could be a little mix of everything. Some of it would be from home, just tasting some of Wendy's items. Some of it could be going to commercial shoots and helping out with some of that. But
I'm going to apply for that job.
Listing
You
said it
might
would
as
mostly
well.
be on your couch and
It
occasionally
mostly would be.
visiting local Wendy's, but they weren't going to be
Literally, but
sending you really nationally.
Mm-hmm.
That's
$100,000 for that? For
Wow.
eating food?
I was going to say,
Love it.
I'm in the wrong industry.
That's
How do
not
we
bad.
how do we apply?
Let me get you the URL. Let me see.
Oh,
The other thing that they said about you'll get paid to eat Wendy's, be chill, and maybe make some content, and maybe even star in ads. That's what their promo said about it.
You better be taking bigger bites of those Wendy's burgers than the McDonald's E CEO.
Wendy's Chief Tasting Officer.
Wasn't he a wimp?
Wow.
Yeah, McDonald's. Yeah, that led to some pretty poor ratings. McDonald's was the worst rated burger according to these
I
reviewers.
would say that he looked emasculated as he was
He
eating
did not
that.
look
I thought
happy at
I would.
all.
He was my great aunt.
But
Put
you know
the,
what? I
put
don't
the
have a
food
problem
in your
with.
mouth and chew, son.
People really went after this guy because he used the word product. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't
Do you have a problem with your food being called a product?
No.
People really went hard after him. That you're calling it a product? It's a product.
I thought his body language, he just looked
that's
like
on
a
a whole
wimp.
nother-
He
yeah.
looks like Diary of
Yeah.
a Wimpy Kid at age 45.
that's the whole other thing.
Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite was much more convincing. Remember when he was
Exactly.
munching on those steaks? And he's actually a vegetarian.
And he had
during
veg-
each take, after each take, he would spit out the steak because he wasn't actually swallowing those, but he was eating them much more convincingly than the McDonald's CEO.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
They're talking about the new burger, right?
The Arch Burger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Which those got poppy seeds on it too, I believe, just like
You're
this
afraid
bagel.
to take a drug test because it got poppy seeds on your bagel.
Well, now it's going to make me look like a heroin user.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're a self-employed real estate
We're
mogul.
going to pivot now
Okay.
to
Okay.
some more
Sorry,
local
Kylan.
news. Harry and Izzy's Northside location is
Yeah.
introducing 2 new dining experiences. One of them, today is the starting day. It's a second Sunday brunch series. So people
cool.
can have some special brunch favorites, a part of this menu, craft cocktails, and a shareable mimosa tower. I think we should get one for all of us.
I think we should be there.
We have room and
broadcasting.
right in front
Live
of the studio.
performances from local musicians. I think it'd be great. Have us right there with
Yeah, I
them
would love
as you
that.
come in the door. Welcome them in.
Call
a little
Susan,
first day
Susan
breakfast.
Decker. We want that one.
Challenge accepted.
Not just a mimosa, but a mimosa tower?
Uh-huh. Shareable. And, you know, if you are into your alcohol, you can join them for their Wine Down Wednesdays because they are now featuring half-price bottles of wine, both for lunch and dinner service every Wednesday. I love that thought. Okay, that brings us to also a new series starting up is Side Door Bagel's March Sandwich Series. They collab with different local shops to create a signature big bagel sandwich every weekend. So this weekend, they partnered with Daisy Bar Indie over in the Factory Arts District for their sandwich, the Big Daisy, which is what they have been munching on.
Wow, that is such a good. I'm a breakfast sandwich connoisseur. I mean it. I love nothing more than breakfast sandwiches.
This
and
has
that's
sort
one
of like
my
a
favorite.
soft-boiled egg, but it's really almost a hard-boiled egg stuffed in here. And is it ham and everything else? This is good, Kai.
That's a great question. So the Daisy, it has a mix of, let me pull up the actual ingredients.
There's a jalapeno pepper on there.
So the daisy would be the yolk. Okay, that's the
Mm-hmm.
yolk itself. It's pretty good, and the bagel is fresh.
Love
Have you ever had a hard bagel sandwich?
Yeah.
You about
Oh,
break
yeah.
your teeth and gums, and then you
It's
get to the
good.
soft part, and you're all worn
Did
out.
you like it, Ethan?
I thought it was delicious.
I did too.
Had
we
that,
really
that
liked
little
that one,
pinch
Kylan.
of salt on the exterior of the burger. That was really
How
good.
did
Bite
you
from the
eat that when we
jalapeno?
were on air? You inhaled that.
We loved it so very
Ate it
much.
so
Ethan
quick.
playing the part of a vacuum cleaner.
And where do we find that,
The
Kylan?
Side Door Bagel, it's on 10th Street. If you just take 10th Street where we are at,
Yeah,
you take it
headed
over to
east.
Bottle Works, a little bit past that, and it's right there.
Okay.
Yep, so the Big Daisy has mortadella on it, an egg, stracciatella, lemon pistachio spread, that's a little bit of what you would tasted, and candied chilies.
That there
loved
sounds
it.
like an Italian bagel.
It sure
Candied
is.
chilies.
That's
It
good.
sure
That's
is.
sweet and hot.
If you don't get to get one of their signature bagels this week, they're going to be partnering with Tinker Street next week, and that is going to be delicious as well. Some food deals before we run out the door. Today only, you can get a free Insomnia chocolate chunk cookie for Chocolate Chip Cookie Week through the app until midnight. And then Krispy Kreme, if you're on the north side and you want to get a free Oreo cookie donut, you can get one with purchase if you're a rewards member. And then this week, Burger King is starting up a daily free breakfast item with any $3 purchase. And then Friday the 13th, yep, that's this Friday, BOGO Chipotle entrees between 3 to 4 p.m. That's a
Wow.
deal.
That is a deal.
Oh,
You have been
yeah.
busy and research, young
Boy,
lady.
So
Oh my
much to get
gosh.
to, always.
Great job,
Enjoy
Kylan.
your food. Enjoy your week ahead.
Yeah.
So much to get to.
Great job, everybody. Truly. Thank you very much for your stuff and for bringing us something delicious to eat. Denny, are we leaving now?
I think we're
30.
leaving.
Oh, 30. Okay, Denny, thank you.
Yeah. Ethan
Appreciate it.
George, it's always good to see you come in too, buddy.
Great. And all of you that are listeners and watching us on YouTube, thank you. We really appreciate you too. Have a great week ahead. Stay stress-free if you can. Deep breaths. We'll get through it. Enjoy the rest of today. Fox News Sunday coming up next on 93 WIBC.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Race Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off and you'll put cash in your pocket. Raise Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar feel your faith in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
What makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? Because they offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries. And they've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
I work here.
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 We all work here at Radio 1 Indianapolis, one of the most diverse media groups in the world. We bring very different backgrounds and ideas together to create the best information and entertainment around. And right now, we're looking for someone to join the family. We have a sales assistant position available. If you've got great organizational skills and an interest in media and entertainment, we want to talk to you. Apply now at radio1.com/careers. Bilingual preferred. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad
One in
Council.
6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Through their service, veterans have our backs. Now we should have theirs. Learn more at gotyoursix.org.
From the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, this is 93 WIBC HD1 Indianapolis.